Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So this is part 6 of updating my baseball card albums, Flashback to the 90s. And today we're going to be going through my cards that end with the letters MU. So this starts with Mike Mussina and goes to SA, which may be Ryan Sandberg at the end there. So we'll be going through this one here in a minute. An update on the last album. And I'll put the link to this one up here so you can kind of see what it looked like before. So got a bunch of pages, replace a bunch of pages in this one. Didn't pull out as many players as in previous albums. Like I said, love how everything looks the same there now. Pages are so much clearer. You can really see the cards so much better. I'm probably going to have to update this album. I may use this album and kind of combine everything together into one. It's not too bad right now, but this little clip is loosens up so the pages get hung up. But love the album now. I had a bunch of Mattingly cards. I did a video on the old KB cards. Love those cards. I'll put the link to that down at the bottom. And then I had a ton of McGuire's too. So really those three players made up most of this album. So, all right, let's take a look at the next album. Here, I'll put this one off to the side. All right. So this album is an interesting one because some of my favorite players, once again, are in here. But there are some players that are in that steroid era that I will probably end up removing, and then one I'm still not kind of sure of, so let's see what you guys think. So let's take a look. So first thing we got is Mike Mussina. Great pitcher for the Orioles and for the Yankees there. I'll probably keep his rookie cards in here, but probably pull out the rest. He had a great career. So if you collected back in the 90s, you probably do remember Dave Nielsen. He was a catcher for the Brewers. He's pretty hyped up at that time for a short period of time. I don't think he had much of a career, but he was one of those prospect cards there. Otis Nixon. We got Trot Nixon, yeah. Then we got there, some Hideo Nomo. Oh yeah, he had a decent little career if I remember right. Oh yeah, John Uluru. Here we go. I was a pretty big fan of Uluru's back at that period of time. You know, he was real famous because he wore the hard helmet even out in the field, because I think he had some sort of maybe brain surgery at the time. But yeah, some reason for wearing the hard hat all the time. Really good hitter. Not one for power. So his card prices never really ended up taking off. But when he first came out, people were really high on him. Some Paul O'Neill, a few Paul O'Neill cards. Yeah, Ray Ordonez, what a shortstop there for the Mets. A few Dave Ortiz cards. Here we go. First, so old Rafael Palmeiro, over 500 home runs, steroid user. Yeah, I'll end up pulling all these cards and put them in the common box to send off to people. Some more Palmeiro, a few Jim Palmers. Then we got Dave Parker, the Cobra. Look at those old Pirates. I love those Pirates uniforms. Is that Tony Pena there too? Yep. A few Terry Pendleton cards. Eduardo Perez, another little prospect from back in the day. I think he's an announcer for ESPN now. Andy Pettit. Here's another one. I know he was thrown in with the whole the scandals back then with the steroid stuff. I'll probably end up pulling these out too. And Piazza. I'm not a Piazza fan. One of the all-time great catchers, of course. I'm not quite sure. These cards really aren't too valuable. Maybe I'll be able to send a few of these off to ComC. Lou Piniella. There we go. What we got here? Nothing really. Oh, there's some team cards. Those are cool. Price. Oh, now here we go. Kirby Puckett. You're talking about really kind of an underrated star, baseball star. Look at all these. When I was first started collecting, it was the who had the most had the best, I think, kind of type of mentality. But man, was Kirby Puckett. But I've always liked that card too. The 89 upper deck. You got, I think, what was that, McGuire in the background maybe? The MVP cards from 88 Donruss. There's some more Puckett. There's a KB card of Puckett. And more Puckets. You look at some of his stats, and he had some great seasons. I did try looking at the 1984, his Fleer, was it his update card? That one is super pricey. I do have his 85 Topps rookie though. Some more Puckett stuff. A few Pujols. I'm not a big Pujols fan. I do have a few cards I probably could throw in here. May end up just selling them though too if I can. Tim Raines. Great player for the Expos. Right behind old Ricky Henderson, stolen bases. Really another kind of underrated player from back in those days. And here's Manny Ramirez. You're really good baseball player. Also in with the whole steroid era. So I guess I'll look to see if any of these are worth anything at all. I really don't have much need for Manny Ramirez. So Johnny Ray was probably my first favorite baseball player. Like I've said many times, loved the Pirates, and I just like Johnny Ray for some reason. So that's why I got him thrown in here. I'll keep him in there. Cover memory. Nothing much there. Jose Rio. I'm not sure why I put him in there. Okay. Ripken. So I've got a bunch of Ripken cards. This album is probably a fourth of the full of Ripken cards. I love that set. I'll probably have to do a little video on that at some point. More Ripken. Just a bunch. Double-sided. Some more Ripken stuff. Him and Eddie Murray. And Ripken. There's the Ripken family. It's a pretty cool card there. There's a hologram Ripken card. That's neat. For some reason, Donruss is what I bought quite a bit of. Look at all these. There's 88 Donruss. The other ones were 89 Donruss. More, just a full page of 88 Donruss. There's some 89 Topps. Those are great cards. Diamond King, 88 Donruss. More 88 Donruss. Some of the 89 Upper Deck cards. Those art cards are cool. There's some more Ripken. I think that's the last bit of Ripken there. Mariano Rivera, probably the greatest reliever, a closer of all time. Keep those for sure. I do like Rizzo for the current players. So when I got back in the hobby, I started putting some of that stuff together. I'll definitely keep that. Some of the Robinsons. I wish I had the good Jackie Robinsons and Brooke Robinsons and Frank Robinsons. I do have a few older Frank Robinsons. Rodriguez, I was just getting out of collecting right when Alex Rodriguez was getting started. So I don't have a whole lot of his. Of course, he's another one of using enhancements in his career. Now here's a cool, well, I'm not sure where I got my hands on this one. That's pretty cool from the Flair, little promotional sample, real neat. Like that a lot. Once again, the big cards. No idea what to do with those. Some old Sports Illustrated of Rodriguez. And then Ivan Rodriguez, maybe one of the greatest catchers of all time. I don't know what I'll do with these either. I don't think any of these are his rookies. I have sold a couple of his rookie cards in Column C. Maybe there's some Ivan Rodriguez fans out there. Scott Rowland, great player for the Phillies. Not sure how his career ended up. Once again, another one of these huge cards. A few of the Pete Rose cards right at the tail end of everything. Another Pete Rose. Some Babe Ruths, just inserts thrown in that are probably not worth nothing. Addison Russell, I don't think he's really worth anything anymore. Then a bunch of Nolan Ryans. Do try to pick up Nolan Ryans when I do see him. I love those Kmart cards there. I got a bunch of Nolan. Yeah, Upper Deck had a bunch of little insert things with him. There's some there. Some more Nolan. These little miniature cards. I have a bunch of them too. Some more Nolan. And more. Like I said, too bad it's all this is at the tail end of his career. His rookie card, oh my gosh. If you've seen the prices of his rookie card, woo, that'd be a great card to have. 88 Donruss, anyone need 88 Donruss, Nolan Ryan? Some of the older 87 Donruss. I'm going to get a wax box 87 Donruss one of these days. I love 87 Donruss. I never was able to afford 87 Donruss when I was a kid. Yeah. 87 Fleer Fizz is nice. Some more Ryan. And more Ryan. And we got, Saberhagen. Is that who we're going to end with today? He had a great start to his career. Probably will take out these. And, oh, nope, Tim Salmon, another one. Great Angel player. Really good player for the Angels. And, Gary Sanchez. I was really high on him, and he just has had his struggles with the Yankees. Still have hopes for him, but doesn't look like his career is really going to go the way people thought. And there's a couple more. So I love these. I think this was a 93 or 94 Bowman with the USA card. Those are really nice. All right, so this is it for that album. I'll be pulling a lot of these players out, switching out pages, and getting this album updated. And pulling out a bunch of these common cards. So stay tuned. I still got some more albums to go through. This one will probably take me a few days to get through everything. And then we'll be on to the next video. Hope everyone's doing good. And until next time, YouTube, be good.